know. Bilingual session is from 8 to 9. Bilingual आपका जो क्लास है वो 8 to 9 होगा. All okay. So let's start. This is our orientation class. As you know, we are starting the batch today. So this is our orientation. We will be discussing about the JAIIB and the IFS exam. Okay, so that's what we are talking about. What we are going to do in this particular session. If any one of you have any doubt regarding the paper, regarding JAIIB, anything, do let me know in the comment section. I will check your comment and answer there. Okay, and if you guys are watching this particular demo session or orientation class on YouTube, then let me know in the comment section your doubts. I am also checking the comments of YouTube as well. Okay, so let's start the session. हिंदी will start from today only. आज ही से start होगा हिंदी मीडियम भी. 8 से 9 आपका हिंदी मीडियम रहेगा. Okay, Vipin sir. So let's start. Today it is our orientation class of resolution batch. So this is your first batch for JAIIB Oct 2024. This is our first batch for English medium candidate. That's a resolution batch. It's a proper comprehensive batch. So what we are going to do in this particular batch, first of all, we will cover all the concepts regarding all the modules of course, all the units of course, and then we have a little practice on each and every unit, and you will also get the unit-wise test and full-length mock test. Apart from that, you will get the sessions of conceptual classes recorded 24 into 7 available with you. Whenever you want, you can watch it. And at what time you want to watch it, it will be available for you, and how many times you want to watch it. There is no restriction on both of them. Okay, so these sessions will be available for all of you in recording form. No, Ajay sir, you do not have to attend both the classes. You do not have to attend both the classes. In whatever language you are comfortable with, Ajay sir. If you are comfortable with English, go with the English medium batch. If you are comfortable with bilingual, go with the bilingual. So let's start. So first of all, let's have an important discussion about the JAIIB. So there are 4 subjects. The first is your Indian economy, Indian financial system, that I will deal with. Second, we have a principles and practice for banking. This is also the subject that I will be taking for all of you, right? And then if we talk about third, accounting and financial management for bankers, and the fourth will be your retail banking and wealth management. So if I talk about myself, I will be taking your paper 1 and paper 2. Today we are starting on 28th of June. We are starting Indian economy and Indian financial system. Rest 3 subject dates I will inform you tomorrow. Okay. So now these are the 4 subjects we have to go with. Apart from that, if we talk about the pattern of your paper, there will be 100 questions and the time will be given to you 120 minutes, and all the questions will be in MCQ pattern. Okay, like multiple choice questions will be there. So this is our pattern of JAIIB. Duration will be 120 minutes. Questions will be 100 questions. 0.5 mark, 1 mark, and 2 mark questions will be in the paper. Right. Apart from that, if we move forward, the passing criteria, there are 2 passing criteria in your JAIIB. The first is if you go for individual subjects, let's say in June 2024, you have given or you have attempted the JAIIB paper, right? And now what happened in the June, you have cleared your exam, for example, you have cleared your, but I have or let's say because of 1 mark or 2 marks, you are not eligible for that particular subject. Then whenever you go for the individual subject, you have to have 50 marks out of it. Minimum 50 marks is mandatory. If you are not giving for all the 4 subjects together, that's the first criteria. If you are not going, if you are not going for all the 4 subjects together, then 50 marks in each subject is required. The second thing is, if you are going for all the 4 subjects, then 45 marks are required, plus 50% marks are required aggregately, 200 marks. 45 marks plus 200 marks are required. In each subject, you should have 45 marks. Okay, voice. Those who are facing audio issue, please rejoin the session. Is everyone having the audio issue? Is everyone having the audio issue? If you are not facing any issue, please put it all. Now is it okay? Let me know. I restarted the audio. Is it okay now? It's okay now. Chalo, let's start. So, when we talk about the passing criteria, there are two passing criteria we have. If you are going for a subject, then you need 50 marks in each subject. 50 marks in each subject is required. Minimum that is. If you are going for all the four subjects together, right? If you are going for all the four subjects together, in that situation, minimum 45 marks in each subject plus 200 marks overall is required. These are the two criteria that we have to follow, that we have to go with, like to pass the GI. Okay. Let's say, for example, if I have given the AFM paper, PPB paper, RBWM paper, and IEIFS paper. Right? I'm going for all the four paper in October attempt, in October 2024. So I have one option. I can get 45 minimum, 45 marks minimum in each subject plus 200 marks overall of all the four subjects together, right? Let's say, for example, this is the first criteria, right, to qualify the paper. The second criteria is, let's say, for example, okay, let's say, for example, if you are going for October, you have clear AFM and PPB. RBWM and IFS, you have got, let's say, 42 marks, or let's say, for example, 40. In that situation, for the each and every subject, we need 50 marks. Okay, we need 50 marks for each and every subject. So this is the passing criteria for JIIB. Okay, this is the criteria for JIIB. Okay, next we have the time limit to clear the paper. What is the time limit we have here? The time limit we have is two options have been given, either 5 attempts or 3 years, whichever is earlier. For one, let's say, for example, you registered in October 2024. You registered in October 2024. In that situation, from October 2024, the next 5 attempts will be counted. Here, all the four subjects in the first attempt, then your paper is clear. Or the 3 years period will be counted. If you have cleared all the four subjects within the 3-year period, then you will be qualified. But whichever is earlier out of these two conditions, that will be taken as a time limit to clear the paper. Either 5 attempts or your 3 years, whichever is earlier. Yes, both classes are same as this. Please rejoin the session. Those who are facing audio issue, I have checked on YouTube, everything is going good. Please rejoin the session once, or do change your resolution. Do change the resolution as well, because I have seen on the audio on YouTube it is going good. Okay, so this is the passing criteria we have. Let's say 5 attempts, or we have a 3-year period, whichever is earlier. That will be our time limit to clear your JIB. Okay, next we have here JIB registration date. The very important part we have here is JIB registration date. So JIB is starting from JIB registration is starting in August. Okay, in August JIB registration is going to start. You can see from 1st of August we have our registration starting for JIB October, November. Until 21st of August we will be having the registration. Same disturbance. Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm checking what's the issue. Did the session? Let me know. Is it okay now? I restarted the session. Let me know. Is it okay now? Please confirm. Is it okay now? Okay, chalo, let's continue then. So this is our registration date. Our registration is starting from your 1st of August until 21st of August. This class will go. This registration will be live. But yes, obviously the extra fee, or we can say the additional charges we have to pay apart from the normal examination fee. Okay, from when? From 8th of August. So we have to register ourselves from 1st of August till 7th of August. Because as soon as you register yourself or in the JAIIB October paper or any attempt, you will get the center of your choice, the venue of your choice. There are chances, and as well as the time slot. Both will be as per your preference. If you enroll soon, if you register yourself soon, there is a chances that you will get the benefit of choosing your own choice center as well as the time slot. But it's not mandatory. This time IIBF have changed the venue for individual exams, right? This time it have been changed for individual exams. Suraj sir, Sankalp batch will be from 8 to 9 p.m. Sankalp batch will be from 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, this is a resolution batch. Now, let's move forward. Now, let's talk about the important dates of your October-November exam. So, our paper are starting from 20th of October. Okay, JAIIB October-November papers are starting from 20th of October. And the first paper we have Indian Economy and Indian Financial System. Second will be on 26th of October. We have Principles and Practices of Banking. Third, we have 27th of October, that is Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers. Fourth, we have on 9th of November, that is Retail Banking and Wealth Management. And if you noticed one thing, there is no gap between your PPB and AFM paper. No gap is there. This time in June attempt, there was no gap between your RBWM and IFS paper. And for the October attempt, there is no gap between your PPB and AFM paper. Okay, so we have to prepare accordingly for our examination so that we clear the JAIIB paper in October. Okay, so let's continue. So do remember our paper is starting from 20th of October. Now let's move forward. The next important thing is every subject have 4 modules. Each subject have 4 modules. You can see here. The first paper is IE IFS. It have 4 modules: Indian Economic Architecture, economic concepts related to banking, then Indian financial architecture, then financial product and services. These are the 4 modules we have in the paper 1. Second, we have paper 2, that is Principles and Practices of Banking, General Banking and Operations, then Lending Operations of Banks, then Banking Technology, then Ethics in Banks and Financial Institution. The third paper, we have Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers, in which first module is Accounting Principles and Processes, Financial Statement and Core Banking System, Financial Management, Taxation and Fundamentals of Costing. Fourth paper is Retail Banking and Wealth Management. First, introduction of your retail banking, retails, product and recovery, support services, marketing of banking service product, and the last one is wealth management. So these are the 4 modules of each subject. Now I will be with all of you in paper 1 and paper 2. These 2 subjects will be taken care by me. And obviously, if we talk about principles and practice of banking, principles and practices of banking have a huge syllabus. PPB have a toughest syllabus. Okay. And if I talk about IEIFS, okay, if I talk about IEIFS, it have a toughest paper. The paper toughest is available or will be seen in IEIFS. Okay. And the second is PPB that have a toughest syllabus. So we have to very careful while we are preparing for these 2 papers, and these are the 4 modules in each subject we will find. Okay. So this was the basics of your JAIIB paper. We have seen subjects, we have seen the dates, we have seen the registration dates also. So from 1st of August, it means just after 1 month, we will be having our registration started. Okay. And from 20th of October, we will be having our first paper. Bilingual batch, or I can say the Sankalp batch, will be starting from today only, but the timing is 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, the timing is 8 to 9 p.m. Now, let's move forward. Now, let's talk about IFS subject. If we talk about this subject, you will find that this is a subject which have 4 modules, that is module A, B, C, and D. Then, if we talk about number of questions, there will be 100 number of questions and there will be 100 marks. Each, the marks will be 100 and questions will be 100. Apart from that, no negative marking is there. This is plus point for every one of us that there is no negative marking. So we have to attempt all the 100 questions. Now, if I talk about there is a 100 marks paper, it's not like every question will be of 1 mark. So what will be happening here? We will be having the 25 questions of 2 marks. We will be having 25 questions of 2 marks that covers our 50 marks. Then we have 25 questions of 1 mark that covers our 25 marks. Then we have 50 questions of 0.5 marks that covers our 25 marks. So this is how 100 marks will be covered with the questions of 2 marks, 1 mark and 0.5 marks. Okay. So do remember, this will be the pattern of questions we have to see in the paper. Clear? If you so you can see 50 questions of 0.5 marks will be there, but now the 0.5 marks question are also conceptual. So it's not like it will be a very easy questions for us. We have to do practice for them as well. Okay. Now, the pattern of questions, if I talk about the pattern of questions we have here is one second. The pattern of questions we have here is first, one-liner questions. Okay, we have one-liner questions. Second, we have match the following questions. Second, we have match the following questions. Okay. Third, we have fill in the blanks pattern. Fill in the blanks pattern. Fourth, we have our statement-based questions. Statement-based questions. Then we have case study questions and numerical questions. Numerical question. These are the pattern of questions. Filling the blanks will be there. One-liner questions will be there. Match the following will be there. Statement-based questions will be there. Case study questions will be there. And numerical questions will be there. If I talk about, okay, if I talk about this attempt, if I talk about the June attempt, you will find in the June attempt, we had match the following questions. Match the following was there. Like you will get the 2 columns and you have to match the correct one. Second, fill in the blanks questions was there. Filling the blanks were there. Apart from that, one-liner questions was also there. We have seen case study questions were also there. Apart from that, statement-based questions were also there. The pattern of question which have not been seen in June paper, that was the numerical. This time IIBF have not asked any numerical in IIF paper, but yes, the IE-IFS paper contains your numerical. So we have to practice the numerical, because in May 23 and October 23, in both times, IIBF have asked the numerical question as well. So all these are the pattern of questions we will be seeing in the paper. And we have to work on all of these. Now, if we talk about IE-IFS paper, it's not a toughest subject. It's very easy subject. It's easy to understand. Easy to remember if you go with the concepts. Apart from that, it's easy to revise, to memorize, to understand, and to practice. But how IIBF is making it toughest paper? By changing the language. They are not asking the direct question. They are asking the questions on the same concept indirectly. And they make it more tricky, and I can say they make it more tough by adding the pattern of questions with a statement base plus the most appropriate answer. The type of question they have asked, that is most appropriate answer in the statement based question. Or I guess I can say in all the pattern of question, one liner, case study, statement based question, they have asked the question, which of the following is the most appropriate answer? And when it comes to the most appropriate answer, okay, when it comes to the most appropriate answer, it's very obvious. All the options will be correct in context to your question. If I am talking about national income, let's say I have given a definition, one of the definition in the statement, which says which of the, let's say the definition is saying money value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country during a financial year is dash. This is the definition have been given. In options they have given, and they are asking choose the most appropriate answer from the following. The first option is saying national income. Second option is saying GDP. Third option is saying GNP. Fourth option is saying NNP. Now, when it comes to the answer, the national income definition is same as the GDP's definition. And the definition given to you is money value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country during a financial year is correct for national income. It is correct for GDP as well. But you have to find the most appropriate answer. So the most appropriate answer will be what? Is it national income or is it GDP? Let me know. I'm again repeating the definition. Money value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country during a financial year is dash. Which will be the most appropriate? It cannot be GNP, it cannot be NNP. It can be either national income or your GDP. Which answer you will write here? Most appropriate. And everyone is going with the GDP, right? Very good. Right answer or most appropriate answer will be GDP. But national income is also not wrong. It is also correct. Because earlier, we used to calculate national income with the GDP formula only. That is expenditure method. C plus I plus G plus NX. So the first option was also correct. But they have asked most appropriate. So it's a GDP. So this is a very simple pattern of question I have given you as an example. But what they are doing, they are making a statement-based question combined with the most appropriate answer. And this pattern of question, you will find most toughest question. Okay, so we have to work for this. And the only way to focus on these kind of questions and to practice these kind of questions with the accuracy, that is practice. Nothing else can be done. Okay. Now, if I talk about IFS subject, as you can see, there are 4 modules. Module A, it talks about Indian architecture. Second, Indian economic architecture. Module B talks about your economic concepts related to banking. Module C talks about your Indian financial architecture. Module D talks about your financial product and services. These are the 4 modules. The total unit you will find is 45 units are there. If I bifurcate the units, you can see the module A have from unit 1 to unit 11. Okay, 1 to 11 units are there in module A. 12 to 19 units are there. These are the unit numbers. Okay. Then from 20 to 28, we have module C. And from 29 to 45, we have module D. And you can see the biggest module is module D. And that's why module D have a most preference or major preference in the paper. Around 35 minimum, I'm saying it is minimum 30 to 35 marks question will be easily seen from the module D, and that's I'm saying minimum. It is minimum, okay, not maximum, it's minimum, right? So this is what we have to do. Module A, B, C, or D. 4 modules are there and 45 units is there. Clear? Now let's move. Next thing is, what's the difference between Indian economy and Indian financial system? As the name suggests, I guess everyone can understand these are the two different subjects which are related to each other and they have been combined to make your single subject. So we have Indian economy and Indian financial system. Indian economy covers our module A and B, which have 40% of weightage as per the syllabus, okay, point of view. Second, if I talk about Indian financial system, which have C and D module, which have 60% weightage of syllabus, right? Now, the weightage I have given 40 or 60, it is as per your syllabus content available in the book, okay? But the same way IIBF is asking in the paper. The more units, the more concept, the more unit, the topics are there in C and D module, and the more questions you will see in the paper, always that is C and D module. And the minimum, or I can say your 30 to 35 questions will be seen from your A and B combined. Okay, and it have what? 1 to 19, only 19 units are there combining in A and B. And you can see from 20 to 45 units, which we have in the C and D module. So we have to focus on C and D module very much. Okay. Now, from module A, you will find theory-based questions. Theory-based questions like what happened in pre-independence, post-independence, post-liberalization period, your post-global financial crisis period, or I can say your post-COVID-19 period, a British era. These kind of history kind of theory questions can be seen. Then conceptual questions. What is GDP? What is national income? What is NNP? What is monetary policy? What is fiscal policy? What is contractionary monetary policy? What is expansionary fiscal policy? What is inflation? What is M1, M2, M3, M4? These kind of questions can be seen from the module A and B. That's a concept-based question. And the next pattern is data-based question. That's very simple. They will ask what is the contribution of GDP in, what is the contribution of agriculture in GDP? Second, they can ask what is the contribution of your, let's say, service sector in NNP. So these kind of questions can be asked. You have to answer the percentage. They can ask how much employment is provided by manufacturing sector. These kind of questions can be asked. How much population is working in unorganized sector of economy? So these are the data-based question. The percentage question, 10%, 20%, 15%. These kind of questions can be seen in the paper from the database pattern. Okay, now from C and D, major question, and I can say all the questions will be conceptual based. Depth conceptual knowledge is required. Depth conceptual knowledge is required to answer the C and D module question. Trust me. Okay, if you study the terms, if you study the question from like you are trying to mug up the concept or something else, it will not help you to clear the paper. So the focus is on depth conceptual knowledge. That's only going to help you out in your paper. Now, this is module A from unit 1 to unit 11. This is our Indian economic architecture. Okay, this is our module A. Second, we have here, that is module B. It is related to your economic concepts related to banking. From unit 12 to unit 19, we have our module B. Now, if I talk about module C, it starts with the unit number 20, that is Indian financial architecture, ends with the unit number 28. These are the units, right? And next and the last but not the least unit, it starts from 29 and ends at the 45. That's your module D, financial product and services. So now one thing is very clear. We have to cover every module, we have to cover every unit, we have to cover every concept. No compromise with this. We cannot compromise this. Everything which is given in the IIB or the Macmillan book or the IIBF syllabus, we have to cover each and everything that have been given to us as a syllabus for IE, IFS subject of or any subject of your JAIIB. We have to go with the book. Whatever is given there, we have to cover everything. If I am saying that 55 to 60 marks question can be seen from the C&D module, it does not mean that we can skip the module A and B. We have to cover module A and B. C&D, every module, every unit, every concept have to be covered. This is very much important. Okay, this is very much important that we have to cover everything here. Okay, and now but yes, the other thing is there are certain units which have, I can say, more importance compared to other units. Obviously, if I talk about capital market or if I talk about merchant banking, this is the unit which have more importance compared to the other units in here. Like from merchant banking, you will find 4 to 5 questions. From mutual fund, you will find 2 to 3 questions. From capital market, you can find 2 to 3 questions. From financial market, hardly 1 or 2 questions can be seen. So it's very obvious. The importance of unit is different, but it does not mean we can skip anything. As per the importance, we will do the smarter study, but we have to cover everything. This you have to clear in your mind very much, that we have to cover everything. But yes, those units, those modules which are more important, we will cover them properly, or the first choice will be to cover them. Okay, so this is what the syllabus of IE IFS is. Now, if I talk about the overall syllabus, what we are going to do to cover this syllabus, I will let you know this also. But before that, let's have an idea of marks distribution. These are the 4 modules we have. You can see module A and B have a 30 to 40 marks distribution. Around 30 to 40 marks question will be there. Okay, around 30 to 40 marks questions will be there. Anjali ma'am, this is an English medium batch, right? This is an English medium batch. That's why I am taking the class in English. If you are a bilingual candidate, then join the Sankalp batch. Sankalp batch classes will be from 8 to 9 p.m. today onwards. Okay. So do make sure for bilingual classes, you join the Sankalp batch. This is resolution batch. This is English medium batch. Okay, Anjali ma'am. Now, so if we talk about A and B module, 30 to 40 marks distribution is there. Then C and D have around 60 to 65 marks. This is the average marks we can say will be there in the paper. This is how we distribute the marks here. Okay, apart from that, the next thing is time management. How to manage the time. So if we say A and B module have a less weightage in the paper, or I can say less importance. It's not like we are skipping it. It's a less important unit. It's a less important modules. So we have to provide around 25 to 30, maximum 30 hours are sufficient to clear the subject, to clear the concepts of module A and B and practice and everything. Then C and D module, obviously, they have more weightage, they have more syllabus. 45 to 50 hours are required to cover C and D module. This we have to do. We cannot compromise with this schedule because as per this schedule, we have to cover everything. Sankalp batch is bilingual and resolution batch is English medium. That's the only difference between the both, Madhu ma'am. Okay. So this is how the time we have to manage in all the modules of our IE IFS. Now, as I have told you, all the subjects of JAIIB includes the numericals. So from IE IFS, these are the topics where you can find the numerical questions. Okay. Now, first, CSR is corporate social responsibility. Second, we have insurance. Third, mutual fund. They can ask net asset value here. Okay, then inflation, money supply. Money supply means M1, M2, M3, M4. The narrow money, broad money questions can be there, or I can say the base money questions can be there. M0, M1, M2, M3, M4. These questions can be there. Union budget, then the national accounts or the GDP concept questions will be there. Apart from that, we also have a money multiplier. Money multiplier. This is also one of the topic from the numerical part, and velocity of money. These are also the topics which we can include in the numerical part of your IEIFS. Okay, these are the units, or I can say the subtopics from where we have our numerical questions. From here we will be having our numerical questions. Okay. Now next, key takeaways. If I talk about the key takeaways, what are the key takeaways we have from May and October 2023, or I can say June 2024? The first thing is we have to understand paper is lengthy. Every time paper was lengthy. Okay, as I have told you, IE IFS is a subject in which you will find the toughest paper of JAIIB. And the PPB is a subject in which you will find the toughest syllabus of your JAIIB. Okay, so first you can see paper was lengthy. Every time paper was lengthy. Second thing we have seen is language was very tricky. Like Indian economy is a theoretical subject, I can say. It's a theory subject, obviously, but it's a kind of theory which you have to understand. It's a conceptual based theory. It's not like we can mug up the concept and that's sufficient. No, we have to understand the concepts, and then that's a theory subject. And when it comes to the theory subject, you can change the language. Okay, you can change the language, you can change the pattern of questions, you can change to ask certain things. Let's say, for example, there is a certain question related to inflation. Now, what is inflation? Inflation is simply rise in the prices of goods and services. When the prices of goods and services are continuously rising, that is known as your inflation. And why this is happening? It's happening because the demand is more than supply. And why the demand is more than supply? Because the money supply is increasing. Why demand is more than supply? Because the money supply was increasing. Okay. Because the money supply is increasing, and because prices are increasing, the value of money is decreasing. Okay, the value of money is decreasing. So all these concepts are related to inflation. So one way of asking the question is, when the prices of goods and services are continuously rising, it is known as dash. It's very simple. It's inflation, we know. This is one way of asking the question. The second way of asking the question, the situation in which we are finding the value of money is regularly declining and the cost of living is increasing, which affects the expenditure capacity of people, which makes the money buy less commodities or less services. This situation is known as what? So what I have done, the first way of asking is very simple. The situation in which the prices are continuously rising is known as dash. That's the first way of asking the question. The second way of asking question, I have told you that the situation in which the money value is continuously declining, because of which your cost of living is increasing. This increasing cost of living making people living standard lower, or I can say it is making people buy less goods and services or demand less goods and services. This situation is known as what? So we are asking about inflation in both the statement, but one statement we have made complicated. We have not used directly the rise in the prices word. We have used the other words which are defining the inflation as well, but we have changed the language. And that's what IIBF is doing. So that's how it made the language tricky. It will ask you about the inflation. Related terms will be asked, but in a complex way. So we have to work on that. Next, question asked from depth of conceptual knowledge. You can see 0.5 mark questions was also asked from the depth of the knowledge. Okay, every question you will find have been asked from the depth of the knowledge. No question you will find in the paper that's very easy and direct question have been seen. Okay, so we have to focus on the conceptual knowledge. And this is all done by IIBF. Just simply make sure that you will have a thorough understanding of all the foundational principles, all the regulations, all the practices related to the banking and financial industry in India, which is essential for your career to have here. Okay. Money supply increasing means people have more money available with them. Okay, Sankalp batch timing is 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, Sankalp batch timing is 8 to 9 p.m. And resolution batch timing is 7 to 8 p.m. प्रियंका मैम, दिस इज इंग्लिश मीडियम बैच. प्रियंका मैम, ये हमारा इंग्लिश मीडियम बैच है, इसलिए मैं इंग्लिश में क्लासेस ले रही हूँ. आपका बाइलिंगुअल बैच जो है वो 8 से 9 बजे है, तो 8 से 9 पे जो हमारी क्लास होगी वो बाइलिंगुअल होगी. ठीक है, चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट. सो दिस इज द की टेकअवेज वी हैव टेकन फ्रॉम. नाउ apart from that, the certain points we have to remember is what we are going to do in this particular batch. So I am giving you a certain idea what will be our strategy to clear this subject. First, we will be having conceptual classes. Okay, we will be having a conceptual understanding. And I would suggest, if possible, then make sure you join the classes live. It's very important. Because when you are joining the classes live, you can ask your doubt immediately with your mentors. Second thing is, when you are answering the questions, let's say, for example, I am asking a cross question from you. And when you are answering the question, so we will be directly linked to each other. And now if you come to me and ask me, like I have given the mock test, I only got the 45 marks or 50 marks or something, what should I do? I will be easily capable of guiding you what should be done more, because I will be knowing your progress in the batch. I will be knowing your level of preparation in the batch. So it's very important, if possible, do make sure you join the class live. Otherwise, it will be available in recording form for 24/7. Okay, whenever you want, you can watch in recording form as well. So the conceptual understanding we will be having in the live classes, it will be available 24/7. Then we will do the practice. We will do the practice as well. Hana, practice questions will be discussed in the class, in the live class again. But how it will be discussed, I will let you know. Next thing, you will be getting a mock test. The first pattern of mock test will be unit-wise. You will be getting a unit-wise mock test. Second pattern is full length. Second pattern we have is a full length mock test will be available for all of you. Okay. Apart from that, you will get a ebooks as well. You will get what? You will get a ebooks, which you can use for the revision, or let's say, for example, if you are not capable of watching the video because you are in office or you are in public place, you can simply open your phone, you can check your ebooks, and you will get all the content in writing available there, and you can go through the ebooks. Okay, you can read the content there. Clear? So these all will be available to all of you in this particular batch. Okay, how to use them, I will let you know how to use them as well. Okay, so next thing is, we are having this is a resolution batch. This is English medium batch. This is your English medium batch. Okay, the time of the batch is 7 to 8 p.m. If anyone is still confused about why I am teaching in English only, it's because this is an English medium batch. Your batch, bilingual batch, will be available from 8 to 9 p.m. today only. Okay, now let's see what I am going to do in IE/IFS paper, like how I will be covering the IE/IFS subject for all of you. So obviously, I will be starting from the module. The sequence of module I will be taking in your classes is same: A, B, C, and D. One second. The sequence of module I am taking here is A, B, C, and D. This is the sequence I will follow. Because the C and D module is very huge and it's very important. So we will start it from, I will tell you the date. I will be starting module C from 5th of August. And till September, we will be ending the C and D module. Because this is very important. That's why I'm taking it from 5th of August, so that we will be having a fresh memory of your subject, of your topics. So this is how I will be completing the module. First point. Second point is this: I will be taking, like, let's say, for example, we have completed a single unit. As we complete the first unit, we will be having a unit test. Okay, unit test will be available in class, in application both. Unit test will be available in class and application both. Then third, for each and every unit. Okay, the third thing is, let's say we have completed a module. Okay, then we will be having a module test. This will be available in class as well as in application. Application means the paid class application, where you will find the PDF, and if you want, for let's say in future you want to give the test again, you can easily check the PDF and again attempt the test. Okay, and once the syllabus will be completed, I will be taking what? The full test of whole subject. These are the things which I will be going to do in the classes. Now, what I am expecting from you is revision. Do make sure you perform the revision regularly. Do make sure, make one day in every week a revision day. That should be any day you are comfortable with. Or I would suggest from Monday to Saturday, we will be having a paid classes. Sunday, you won't be having a paid classes. And I would suggest, do make sure on Sunday you will manage your revision day. Do not skip revision. Revision is your responsibility. Okay. Making you understand the concept is my responsibility. Making you understand or apply the concept is my responsibility, but revision is you. And practicing the topic-wise test and full-length mock test is your responsibility, because it is available on application. And I guess you all have seen those tests also. So that will be available for all of you. And this is my responsibility. This will be available in the class. That's what we will be doing. Now, your responsibility is revision. Asking doubts if you have any. Okay. And third, attempt topic wise, or I can say unit wise, and full mock. Okay. And the last is self-evaluation. This is totally your responsibility, which you have to do, because I cannot help you in that. You have to practice the concept by yourself, because you have to give paper on 20th of October and 26th and 27th and 9th of November. That's what you have to do. So focus on all these steps. The revision is your responsibility. Asking doubts is your responsibility. Attempt topic-wise test and full-length mock test is your responsibility. And doing self-evaluation is your responsibility. This is what you guys have to do. Okay. So I guess the subject understanding is clear. The exam understanding will be clear here. And what we are going to do in the batch is clear. If you guys have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'm checking your comments regularly. If you still have any doubt, let me know. Marathi language sessions are not available. It is bilingual or English medium only. No other regional language sessions are available. Okay, now. So next thing is, this is the information for all those candidates who are watching us on YouTube, that our batches are starting from today. This is our resolution batch. Okay. This is our resolution batch, which is for English medium candidates. Sankalp bilingual batch is also available. If you are only going to give the IFS paper, individual IFS subject are also available. Batch is starting from today. It means 28th of June, we are starting the batch for October-November paper. Okay. And to enroll, you can use the code Y496. On Mahapack, you will get 81% discount plus double validity. And on other batches, on all the other batches, you will get 81% discount if you use the code Y496. Okay. And what we are going to do in the classes, I have already explained you. And this is the demo session. The further classes will be available in the paid class, in the paid course. Once you become the paid candidate of Office Authority 24/7, all these benefits will be available to all of you, which I have already explained. Apart from that, the best product of Office Authority 24/7, not from the point of view of the company, but as a student, from your point of view, this is the best product for all of you, because you can see here you will find all live class, all test, all video solution, revision, recorded ebooks, numerical batches, case study batches, topic-wise question, in-depth analysis of subject. Everything is available. Once you enroll in the Mahapack, your comprehensive batch, your revision batch, or whatever upcoming batches are there, every batch will be added in your account under the Mahapack. Apart from that, in Mahapack, one more important addition is there. That will be your mini and Maha marathons. Mini and Maha marathons are there, and doubt sessions are there. These are the additional facilities you will get in the Mahapack. Okay, so this is the silent features of your Mahapack. And right now on Mahapack, we have 81% discount plus double validity. So 1 year validity is available for all of you here. Okay, now how to enroll? To enroll, simply what you have to do, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. And after downloading the application, just go to the home page of application. Let's say, for example, this is our application. Go to the home page. You have to select the exam category, that is your JAIIB and CIB. Okay, exam category we have is JAIIB, CIB. Click here. Then go to the JAIIB October 2024 and you will find all the batches. You can see Mahapack having a double validity and all the other batches are available. So 6 plus 6 months validity is available. Do check all the offerings. Then click on the buy now option. Once you click on the buy now option, you have to use a code that will give you maximum discount. And this is our Y496. The code we have to use is Y496. Okay, just apply. Once you apply, you will find here 80% discount. To get 1% additional discount, what you have to do, simply purchase from our 24/7 application. So you will get a 1% additional discount by using the coins. 1 year validity, code will be Y496. Discount will be 81% and 5,700 something you have to pay for 1 year. That's the Mahapack. After enrolling in the Mahapack, you do not have to go for anything else. Okay, apart from that, if you want to go for, let's say, your Sankalp batch only or resolution batch, just click on the batch you want to enroll. Check the live classes will be available. Then the test series will be available for all of you. All these test series will be seen. And next thing, ebooks will be available for all of you. Once you scroll down, you will find the study plan as well. Here, the study plan I have already uploaded. This is our study plan of IFS. You can click here and you will check the study plan. So from 28th, today we have started our batch from 7 to 8 p.m. This is your English medium batch. First, today we had the orientation class. From Monday, we will be having a foundation class. 5 foundation classes are there. After the 5th foundation class, we will start our module A, that is an overview of Indian economy. So this is how we are going to cover the all modules. After each module, you can say module-wise test is available. Module A test, module B test. So once each and every module will be completed, you will find everything available here. Okay, so this is the important part. That's the study plan. The way to enroll is same. After checking all the subjects study plan, you have to click on the buy now option and use a code here. That will be Y496. Code we have is Y496 and apply. 6 months validity, 3,700 something you have to pay here to get this particular batch. And one more information, our YouTube sessions will start soon. And for YouTube session, you will find the new channel have been created by officers at 24/7. And that's your channel, JAIIB CIB English Medium. If you haven't subscribed the channel, then do subscribe the channel, because on this channel, you will be getting here all the YouTube sessions, strategy sessions, or additional practice sessions on only JAIIB CIB English Medium channel. So do make sure you subscribe this. No, all these conceptual classes won't be available on YouTube. It will be, this is the demo session. That's why it is available on YouTube. Otherwise, it will be only available in paid classes. For that, we will be, to clear doubts, if you are watching recorded session, we will be having a dedicated batch for your, we will be having a dedicated group for your batch in which we will be discussing your doubts. Okay. About that, I will inform you in the next class, like how to ask the doubt. I will inform you. We have a Telegram channel. There we will be directly connected to each other. We have a WhatsApp group. We will be directly connected to each other. So it will be available for you. Okay. Yes, now we will be having a foundation class from Monday. That is from Monday onwards, we will be having a foundation class. Yes, content for both batches will be same, only the language will be different. 8 to 9 p.m. we are having our bilingual session. That is your Sankalp batch. After this class, I will be having a Sankalp class. Yes, Ajit sir, you can ask your doubt in Hindi as well. Whatever language you are comfortable with, you can ask your doubts. Sankalp batch classes are starting from today only at 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, class timing will be available in the study plan. You can check the study plan to check your class timing. Next class will be on Monday. That will be a foundation class. Okay, so I guess all the doubts I have checked, I have taken. So let's end the session here. Thank you all for joining the session, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel Officers Adda 24/7. And do make sure you watch each and every session live. If not possible every day to come live, you can come recorded. You can watch the recorded video, and where to ask doubt, I will let you know in the next foundation class. So we will be meeting again on Monday with the foundation class of your IFS subject. Okay.